Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Notable Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Brew Gentleman Brewing Company out of Braddock, Pennsylvania. This beer is called Kabuto. Let's see. I really need to start canning. But I do like these labels. See there, it says Kabuto Fall Double IPA, 8.2 ABV. So this is each season they have a regular IPA, a double IPA, and then a wild card beer. This is a double IPA for the fall. This beer used to be all Equinox, or it used to be Equinox, and then they changed the name of it. Now it's Equinox. But I guess this year they changed. I don't know if they couldn't get enough Equinox or they just wanted to change the recipe up. But this year it's a blend of hops. It's Equinox, Simcoe, and Chinook. So Equinox I think is more on the newer, juicy tropical range. But Simcoe, is more traditional, and Chinook is definitely more traditional. So I'm assuming this is going to be somewhat on the dank side, but I don't know. We'll see. I know I've had this once or twice, but it's been a really long time, and I don't know if I even had it last year because there's probably a good chance it was gone by the time I went up there for Thanksgiving, and I wasn't up there in the fall besides that. So I honestly don't know if how long it's been since I've had this. I definitely haven't had this iteration of it with the new hop, so I'm excited to give that a go. And thanks to my buddy Lauren, who was in Pittsburgh and grabbed this growler and the other two for me. I really appreciate it. Always looking to get one of my favorite brewery, definitely my favorite Pittsburgh brewery beers, and do a proper review. Oh, it smells awesome. I can smell it right now. These tags are so crazy. But I have heard that they will be canning by the end of the year. They already got the brewery inside the new building from the different things that I've been following from them. So I'm super, super pumped. See what happens with that. But anyways, you can see it pours a really nice, pretty hazy, darker golden color, really big, fluffy white head. And if you notice, I know I've said this on some of my other videos, but whenever I popped that, there really wasn't a big pop or a hiss, which, most people would be like, oh crap, this is flat or whatever. Look at that. That's perfect. I don't even think they CO2 purge. They somehow know how to fill their growlers perfectly where they don't gush when you open them. They're filled to the complete top, and you could have them sit in your fridge for a month, and it'll pour like that. Perfect. It's amazing. But, ooh, man, that's definitely on the dank side, but it's also very floral too. It's reminding me of just kind of walking in to a flower shop, but in the midst of all the flowers, someone was crushing old school Centennial hops in there. Centennial is definitely floral. It can come off dank too, but it's also a lot of times pretty floral. Two Hearted is a really good example of that. That can be very floral. And there is a little bit of orange pith underneath, but it's mostly floral and dank. So I'm excited to try this. Damn, that's good. And I say this in every Brew Gentleman video too, but every time I get burnt out on IPAs and I drink one of theirs, it sucks me back in, just because they're always so perfect. The flavor is really similar to the aroma. It is a really nice balance between floral and slightly dank. It's just like earthy in general. Honestly, it is a pretty traditional like IPA flavor. It is really honestly. This reminds me, if if Bell's did just a hazy version of like a really refined hazy version of Two Hearted, this would remind me of that. Because the Centennial is like coming out really big. I would say that's definitely the biggest hop. There is a little bit of orange rind, like I said, in the aroma too. And it is a little dank, but it's mostly floral. Uh, it has a really nice touch of sweetness to balance the bitterness. The bitterness is just perfect, where it's like really nice traditional West Coast IPA bitterness, but it's not like burning the back of the tongue, like there's too much particulate. The body is super soft and pillowy, like all of their IPAs. It has a nice bready flavor in the back end, but it's still like hoppy all the way through. The booze is present, but it's not distracting at all. And I would say that's usually the case with like 95% of their double IPAs. They're not the best at hiding alcohol, but they're never like exceptionally boozy. It's just you taste the ABV that it is. So I have no problem with that. And it just makes it more of a sipper, which is fine. But overall, it finishes really clean and dry, which is, in my opinion, like the strongest point of a good IPA. When it finishes really clean and dry, and it dries out your mouth, unless you have a bunch of water next to you, what are you going to do? You're going to go back and drink more. And yeah, it might get you drunk, but that's the purpose. People wanting to drink, to get people to drink more of their beer, to keep going back. I think this is like $10 for a fill of this, so it's like $5 for a pour, which is absolutely worth it. This is not my favorite of the double IPAs, not because there's anything wrong with the way it's made at all. It's a very, very good beer, but it's just not my favorite hop profile of all the ones that they do. But it is absolutely fantastic. It's just as well made as all the other ones. It's just a different type of hop profile. But if you like the floral, earthy hops, more along the lines of like Two Hearted, Centennial-ish stuff, you will absolutely love this. And even if you don't, you'll still really like it because it's just so well made. So this is definitely another buy for me from these guys. I mean, I don't think I've ever not said buy from them besides like 2 beers maybe. So definitely check them out. They're probably on tap for a couple more weeks. So that's all I got in this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.